Why I choose e-learning? Why not any other tool? Okay, this is a very simple idea. We have all the college courses and objectives and all these things. These, why we're using the programs and courses to achieve the students' learning objectives and outcomes. Why? Because we need, these things are mapped to the graduate attributes. These graduate attributes, what is the meaning of the graduate attributes? The graduate attributes, these are the things that the students need by the end of the course. They need to be, they need to have the knowledge, as well as they have to be skillful, enjoying the labor market with a confident and with a confident personality, and with also with the skills that are adding things to the place that they work in. So these skills definitely also required by the employer. The employers want someone that adds something to his work or her work. So when we are saying the learning objectives and outcomes, how these are outcomes and objectives are supported with what? They definitely supported with different and various tools, even academic and non-academic. Why I chose e-learning? This is the example of e-learning. Why not the email? Why not any other open sources or whatever? For us here, e-learning is a compulsory use in all courses. For example, the students, when the students will take 5 courses a semester, they need to access e-learning compulsory, whatever the use of e-learning, to download their materials, to upload their assignments, to do quizzes, all these things. And this, when it became compulsory, when I am giving another example for the non-academic activities, and the students also join, they were really happy and they really gain a lot of skills through them. And this from my experience. But the students, this is an optional for them. Okay, you can't force the students using or enjoying these non-academic activities. And also, when you are talking about the technology tools, something like an email, they will access the email, and especially the official email that the institution provide. But when it comes to the e-learning, this is one of the compulsory. By the time that we're saying that they are taking 5 courses, that's how much time or how many times the students will access the e-learning. So we want here to know how might e-learning plays a bigger role in developing the student skills to maximize their future employability. Here, maximizing the future employability, and this touching the part belongs to the skills, how we employ or implement this e-learning and how we make it the tool in developing the skills. Just this a quick idea about the methodology I used. Definitely my data was not random in collection. They were focusing in the higher education institutions, and also when I interviewed some people, they were from stakeholders who are from labor market with the higher positions, and also the college administration, some policy and decision makers as well. I wanted to also to see some of the fresh graduates who got a job through like not more than 1 year, 6 months to 1 year, because still they will remember their study time, and also they are joining the labor market. Then the other stage was multi-method approach using interviews and survey. And the other stage was survey, which was distributed to colleges, in higher education colleges, and I got 5 colleges in my participation with 545 respondents, and these were also from the academic members, from students, from e-learning coordinators and technical support. I'm really saying this, and the information and the ideas and the whatever, all these collected information, they were really amazing. People really want to contribute. They want to add something. They accept the change, but how and what we need to do. So now just the idea itself, I will go quickly to say the example, how might e-learning improve the skills of the students, like communication or time management, teamwork, computing skills, English writing, work under pressure. When I'm saying how e-learning will improve the communication skills, we have our platform, okay, which is the built-in platform or whatever that we are using in our institution. Do we have like something, the discussion board that these students can work and talk and will not hesitate when they are talking to their colleagues or to their teachers, and in that way, do really students realize that when they are using something like discussion board or dropping a text to other people, do they really need that they are practicing their communication skills? This is one thing. Let me shift direct from the communication skills, whatever the language, for example, English language they are using in that platform. When I'm typing, when I'm working in this platform, or when I'm dropping any message or text to my teacher or whomever, do we have autocorrection that it will correct my spelling, it will correct my grammar, it will say it is better to phrase the sentence in this way? And also computing skills. Do the interface of the platform is really friendly used, or it has a lot of options that I also practice my computing skills? When coming to the time management, do we have, when I'm putting, the teacher will put like assignment and they put a deadline, do we have alert from the platform or from the website that telling me the deadline is closed, or or after the deadline I will not be able to use it because I missed the deadline? So these are skills that these things that maybe some people, even I faced a question, how come the e-learning will support the English language writing? It never worked in this way, but we don't want to teach them the language from the scratch or to write paragraphs or all these things. We want to help them in using in improving these small things, which will also be a base for building huge things. Now, when we come to the work under pressure, which is a little bit like critical, and we say how the e-learning will help me in support my work under pressure skills. When I'm using the platform, and which in my desktop or laptop or whatever, suddenly I might face any technical problem or hardware problem, or it is crowded, I'm not able to reach the page that I want. So do we have another option? Do we have a mobile version copy that, so by the time I feel like I'm not able to catching things from my desktop, I just direct move to the other way, or to using another option, which is the mobile application, which showing me the same things that I want to reach. So all these things, you know, and maybe that I'm definitely sure that by the time we are not only teachers, we are educators. By the time we want to support the students. We want to show up with the graduates which are really trusting themselves in working for the government, for our countries, and developing the society and the economy. So what I have showing up with, like, okay, there is some things that we need also to consider. Does e-learning needs to work and it is on, or it is just only a service that we provide and the students, they take it or leave it? And what we really need, how these things can link to each other? What the overall picture that I showed up. We have the e-learning atmosphere. And the e-learning atmosphere, there are many elements that affecting the e-learning atmosphere. Even as in the beginning, I also mentioned that we have the benefits, whatever the benefits, okay, in the accessibility, flexibility, communication, or cost effect, all these things. We also need to put in mind the drawbacks. because if we are not solving the issues and we are not thinking about optimizing this tool or service or education environment, there will be a gap. So in the middle also, we need to be aware, we need to put also in mind the digital literacy, the students, how their awareness about this tool or service, how they dealing with it, how they also hear social influence, how they feel that there is a benefit will added to them through using this thing, the facilitation of the conditions, and this part also to the organization itself, how the organization is supporting and encouraging the use of this service. Components, definitely one of the important things that themselves, the users, the structure of the pages, also the content of the material, how it is also supporting this. Away from all these things, so what is the point here? How we can link e-learning to our graduates, how we supporting them and telling them, okay, you need to use it because it is a part of your, it will help you in developing your skills, and you need the skills because this is a part of graduate attributes, because this you need them for the labor market. So we need to consider the aspects about, there is something, themes that we have to consider, like the definition of graduate attributes, what they mean. Do really students understand what means graduate attributes? Okay, and definitely in some places there are gaps, because when we are talking about graduate attributes, the more focus will be like in many places. Okay, it will focus more in the curricula and in other things and all the attributes, and definitely there is a part belongs to the skills, but it will in some way there is a gap in defining this part. Also, the mechanism of the graduate attributes. We as an institution, what is the mechanism, how we are linking these graduate attributes to support the skills of the students. This is the idea came here. Do we really have a link between the technology tools such as e-learning, which was my focus here, and the graduate attributes? From my research, I found there is a gap exists between these things, and the technology use are somehow not that much mentioned in the graduate attributes. On another hand, something which is really we need, as we say, it is not only a service that we provide to the students, it is a critical element that we need to consider, because we need to use it, to push it in our daily life for the students. And we want them to really realize that this is one of the tools that will help them in getting a better skills. So things are important, such as policy. Do we really have something policies about the technology use or the e-learning? Also, the infrastructure and the people affect themselves. Are these people really contributing and engaging in a way that giving their feedback, their commitment in using these things, the infrastructure itself, even not only in posting the e-learning or launching the platforms, but also in supporting them even with the budget, okay, with whatever the equipments and requirements that we need. So all these things, when we link to them, for me, it was very nice experience, and it really, the idea really was, many people accepted it in a very positive way, and I hope in the near future that I will implement many things in my institution through this research. So as I mentioned here, at the end of the day, e-learning, really, there was a positive results about how it plays a good role in developing students' skills to prepare them for future employability. But in all cases, all stakeholders, they have to be work together, and they have to share their approaches, and they have to share their ideas in preparing the students for the labor market in a way that using the technology tools as the title also of the symposium, the digital transformation. I hope that I make myself short. Hello?
Yeah. Give me applause for Dr. Mania, please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mania. It's a brilliant idea, and I enjoy your presentation, Dr. Mania. So it's time for Q&A. Probably we have several questions from the audience, from the room, and probably there is another question from the online. So we have around 10 minutes for Q&A segment. So from the room, is there any question? Boleh pakai bahasa Indonesia juga boleh, pakai bahasa Inggris pun boleh. Ayo.